If you have a parent die when you're pretty young, and by pretty young, I mean under 40, but I also mean specifically when you are a minor, so a child or teenager, there's a lot of things you don't learn how to do, especially if it's in my experience, if it's a same gender parent. From what I've learned over all these years of grief work, that's gotten me almost nowhere. Uh, when the same gender parent dies, there's a lot you don't learn. For example, I went through pregnancy at 22 with no women to help me. There was no baby shower, there was no woman in the room guiding me through the C-section, that type of thing. I also still, because of it, I still do things like I fold my clothes funny. My first job was at Hot Topic. As far as real job, I had chopped wood and stuff, but that doesn't count. So they wouldn't hire me at the alligator farm because they only hired Mexicans and wouldn't hire women. So yes, very openly, they said that. Went to Hot Topic. I roll my shirts like a burrito because it's more efficient for space. Like as far as t-shirts, they did not like that. They wanted you to fold it in a perfect square where you could see the outside of the shirt. And I'm not dumb. I understand why. So the patients, the customers can see what's happening, like the shirt. Like I still go to Hot Topic, take my kid to Hot Topic. She wants to be able to see the front of the shirt. I still can't do it all these years later. So I was a bad employee. Also really hard at working the cash register. Things like if you're a guy and you lost your dad young, there's probably a lot of things around vehicles you didn't learn. As well as teaching. If you're a girl, you teach your daughter to change a tire. That can be either mom or dad, but I'm using generalizations from my experience. My mom didn't get a chance to teach me to change a tire or to teach me to drive. She was too sick to teach me to drive, so my dad taught me to drive. So there's a lot of things as an adult that you may not learn how to actually do properly. And part of dealing with grief is learning how to do those things. I have done things now like incorporate an organizer to help me figure out how to organize my stuff properly, because due to the autism and ADHD, I need to be able to see my stuff, because if I don't see it, it's not there. I need to be able to see my stuff, but I want it to at least be kind of orderly. I want to learn how to control some chaos because I grew up in a household with a very sick parent and wasn't really allowed to clean because the sick parent, my mom couldn't really accept that she couldn't clean anymore. That's real common. Even with me having gastroparesis, makes me very dizzy a lot. I often will overdo it because I have too much pride to accept, okay, one smoothie isn't going to get you through the whole day without getting too dizzy. You're going to have to sit down. But that's how things go. So when you do end up losing a parent early, I recommend trying, if you don't have family members that step in, you might have to look outside of yourself and possibly even pay for help. Especially if you are older and you are able to pay for some help. Now, if you are still young, like real young, and you want to learn these skills much faster, things that mama and daddy didn't be able to get to teach you because they died early, or things like cooking. There are things on the internet for that. Even if you're not religious, I'm sure some lady at a local church would love to teach you real cooking, okay? Things like changing a tire. You need to know how to talk to the opposite or same gender, whoever you're attracted to. You need to, there are certain social skills that parents teach their children when they're a little older, like older teens, early 20s. And you may not get that guidance. You are going to have to actively seek it, if not pay for it, if you don't have a familial support system, or if they all happen to die as well. So I just want to throw that out there, that you should not be ashamed to have to like pay for help. Like if you need help learning how to run your house more efficiently, or you just never learned how to do like taxes or something. Like a lot of people didn't, even with living parents. Don't be ashamed to seek out help to learn how to do things that they were not able to teach you. And that also applies to people whose parents are alive but won't teach them anything. Like uninvolved, I don't care type parents. If they aren't able to teach you because they're gone, or they won't teach you because they're a jackass, you can learn. And honestly, if there are things that if some young person finds this video and there's something you're struggling with, leave a comment. And if I know how to do it, or know how to find you a way to learn to do it, to function in your life, I will try. So feel free to ask me. I am in no way a picture of a perfect adult. But for about 17 years, I've been going through learning things my mom wasn't able to teach me. So that's a part of healing from grief from young parent death. I hope everyone's having a great day. And this is not a wetsuit. Everyone thinks it's a wetsuit. It's just a bodysuit in case I have to go become a supervillain, okay? I have to be, like, ready. I don't think this is my supervillain color, but maybe get a black one and, like, a belt. And I've got a few capes. You know, villain origin. I've got to be ready. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a great day, especially if you relate to this video. Good Lord.